House, we have Pratik, we have Raghava, we have a bunch of people with .eth, so I'm assuming they're experts too. So let them take over. I'm here to listen and learn, man.
Dude, you are the kindest co-host ever who says .eth है तो इनको सब कुछ मालूम होगा. बहुत सारे मैंने देखे आजकल जो .eth ऐसे ही लगा रहे, उन्होंने ENS डोमेन खरीदा भी नहीं है. I'm already seeing that happening. It's just like I do. I mean, you go to sysinthi.eth, my portfolio will open up. You go to webofsysinthi.eth, my portfolio will open up. I have bought every once.
मैं just अभी मेरे यूजरनेम में ETH डालना आया ताकि मेरे को होस्ट मिल जाए.
No. On a serious note, guys. So yeah, I mean, .eth is just a very 0.00001% of what we are talking about and what this topic NFTs the way forward is. And I'm kind of a little bit different background into NFTs, like Raghava, everyone, Mandy, everyone was talking about the more of a artistic value or maybe unique tokens. Where maybe Raghava's one unique piece of token might be like right now valued at $150,000, and it might just go up and up and up. So that is just one part which we are having right now, which most of the people understand. Because when we talk about NFT, people are just thinking at unique token. That's it, minted on NFT blockchain, Ethereum blockchain, and that's it. But what I took a challenge within my own brand and business is that launching a community-driven project where like it's based on 22 intellectual properties which I have hand-drawn and I have licensed, copyrighted. So that is a completely whole another segment of you first building an intellectual property without even worrying about NFTs. Chalo, NFTs nahi hai. If you want to actually build a cartoon show, so you require your own intellectual properties. So I'm more into that, which is utility-driven and then collectible form. So what I have done is NFTs, what I'm thinking is everything, just like I mean Sailesh or Mandy probably was saying that a plant is also an NFT, everything is NFT. So yes, definitely everything is NFT, but what we have to think of NFT is just another way of probably branding and marketing any business. This is how people will eventually look up to, like just like Instagram was just for photographers and not videographers. But now people are right now running Instagram swipe up ads and every business is onto it. Just like Google was just for search, but now people are actually putting up their real estate businesses on the top search results. And similarly, so and so and so and so. So I'm seeing NFTs as another way of selling conference tickets and anything which I'm saying now from this point onwards. I have myself done that. I have a revenue of 21 Ethereum on my project, which is close to $80,000 as of now. I myself have been a collector as well. So I have a maybe small little experience of creating a project and then also being a collector who has like dpnft.eth or digitalpratik.eth. You can just visit that and you can see there are 370 plus tokens which are right now valued at more than $250,000 or something, which is like 2 CR in Indian rupees, and that is with an investment of close to 40 lakh rupees. You know, so that return also I have seen as a collector, and then as a creator as well I'm seeing that return. And what I have done under my NFT portfolio is under 1,254 tokens, I have potentially right now sold conference tickets, I have sold Zoom calls, I have sold workshops, trainings, everything, and I've also sold dinner meetings, business consulting calls with me. So I have divided this segment into something which we are not right now probably looking at, or every business should look like. The other day, maybe a few weeks ago, I was just talking to Webov as well, that maybe if a growth school might have launched maybe in the month of September, I would definitely have asked growth school to not just take payments in the form of Indian currency, but in the form of Ethereum, because people would willing to pay, because I'm seeing that shift as well in Indian market, that right now people are afraid to actually buy 500 rupees workshop. They are so dicey, they ask so many questions, but right now I'm selling workshops, exclusive trainings, everything at the lowest price ticket of Ethereum, which is 0.05, which is close to 15,000 rupees in Indian currency, Indian market as of now. And they are willing to pay that without even knowing what they're going to get. So that shift is already happening, and I am just seeing NFTs as just another way of building brands in short.
Mandy, that was great. Can I just add to what you're saying? That was brilliant. Tonight and tomorrow in New York City, if you are here, what's happening is a bunch of artists have got together, and this is a new model, and I find this fascinating. All of us contributed one work as the ticket work to enter the experience. It's an immersive performance, art, digital, crazy experience, and all the artists contributed one work as a ticket to the, and the tickets were like 100 tickets were tokenized. And that funded the production of the entire show, and 100% of the proceeds go to the artists. So it's done by artists using NFTs as the ticket to create an immersive experience, and the rising boat lifts all boats, literally. And I think that's also a new model for artists to consider.
And Raghava, just to add the cherry on the ice cream which you just gave everyone to consume, let me add this up. If you are selling a conference ticket in the form of a token, which is an NFT token, now potentially, let's suppose, so my token is any particular token, any token you buy, it gives you access and it is verifiable on Ethereum blockchain network for a 3-year conference ticket. So now let's assume that first year somebody comes in 2022 and now he has met me, he has met a couple of guests, he has just enjoyed the conference. Now no longer he requires the next 2 years. What he can potentially do is in the market, in the secondary market on OpenSea, he can potentially sell that at a higher price. So what he is getting is access to the conference, he enjoyed, he consumed, he lived that experience, and now he's getting back the money. On top of that, he's making profits as well. So this is like literally you trying to grab Growth School conference tickets, or maybe let's say Growth School courses at let's say 15,000 rupees, and now once you have consumed that, you are actually selling it in secondary market without you taking permission of Vaibhav or Growth School, and you are selling that at 25,000 rupees.